2025 is just around the corner, and if you're like me, you're ready to take your visions, goals, and dreams to the next level. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my exact step-by-step process to creating a vision board and how I'm going to set myself up for a year of growth, discipline, and achievement. We're going to be reflecting on how far we've come, map out where we're headed, and break down those exact goals and strategies together. Whether you're dreaming of this big transformation or simply just want to level up, this video will give you the tools to create this life that you're proud of. Grab your notebooks, grab your Pinterest boards, and let's get ready to make 2025 your best year yet. Let's go.
The first step to building a successful year is looking back. Reflect on the year that's passed. Not just the highlights, but the lessons in each month, especially those last 3 months. Why? Because who you are today might not be the same as who you were in January. And recognizing growth is key, but especially in those last 3 months, we want to reflect on what you've been doing recently and consistently in order to know what you're currently doing that needs to change potentially, or congratulate yourself on and keep doing. So ask yourself a few things. Things like, what were you most distracted by this year? And more importantly, what can you do to overcome those distractions? Step 2 is evaluating where you are versus where you want to be. So actually writing down almost like a character profile of where you are now, and then choose a time frame that feels right, maybe 6 months, that's what I did, or a year, or even several years into the future. Then think about how you'll bridge that gap. Reverse engineer what it takes to get there. What does each stage look like? Break down that into actionable steps. Dreams don't just happen overnight, but they do happen when you have a clear map to follow. Step 3 is establish your goals and targets. And yes, there is a difference. So how I see this is targets are things that you are aiming for, you are actively working towards, and you've got your plan in place to get there. However, they are still out of your control. They involve other people. And I have many of these targets. These are things that businesses have typically, but you can still have them in a personal aspect as well, especially if you have a career and you have career targets that you want to hit, but ultimately they might be in the hands of someone else, but you still have to do the work to get there. So they're targets. And then goals are where if you exactly follow the plan, there is no doubt that you will achieve that, either because of science, like calorie deficit, you will lose fat if you follow that. Like there is a clear step-by-step process that when you follow it, the results will come, right? That is the goal. So those are well within your control, whereas targets are within your control to an extent, but at the end of the day still involve the contribution of other people, and other people we cannot control, and that's okay, but we can still have those targets and work our little butt off to get there. So I want you to lay these out, break these down month by month, but also remember that life has seasons. Not every month will be at the same pace or the same focus. Some months may prioritize your fitness, others with creativity, rest, or career. So adjust your targets to match the season that you're in. Step 4 is creating your plan of attack. Take those goals and targets and break them down to weekly actions. For more details on this, check out my Be a Weapon podcast episode where I dive deeper into achieving big goals step by step. Remember, the key is consistency. Little steps every week will compound into massive progress over time. Now on to step 5, let's visualize your year ahead. This is probably the fun part for a lot of people. Take your goals and your targets and bring them to life. Collect images that resonate with your dream, whether they're from Pinterest or magazines, or potentially even photos that you've already taken, but you know that they kind of symbolize a higher level. Try to make these photos something that you can recreate in the future. They're either of what would be you, someone else taking a photo of you, or even better, a photo that you're taking. For example, if you're traveling, have a photo that you would take if you're traveling in that place. Place your vision board somewhere where you'll see it daily. Let it be a constant reminder of what you're working toward. And finally, step 6, take action now, even in small ways. Align your environment with your vision. Maybe that means reorganizing your room or office that reflects the energy that you want to carry into the new year. And if training or big commitments aren't possible over the holidays, start small. Maybe it's planning a pre-training block or getting your routines in place to hit the ground running in January. The point is, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with what you can do today. 2025 is your year to take charge, evolve, and achieve. Start by reflecting, planning, and acting. Let's make it a year we can look back on with pride. Are you ready?